Hello, everyone. I hope this day finds you well. I'm Stephanie, and I would like to say thank you for joining me and allowing me to participate in your learning of yoga. This series is for novice yoga practitioners. My goal is to help you go from being a novice yoga practitioner to being a beginner. And the difference is the novice practitioner wants to learn about yoga, wants to learn about the benefits, what it could do. And the beginner is actually practicing on a regular basis. So I look forward to being there to serve you as you go through this journey. The journey will not take an extremely large amount of your time. It's about 5 to 10 minutes, at the most 15 minutes, 3 times a week for the first portion of the program. We're going to start today with an introduction to yoga and some of the things that you would need for yoga. Yoga is many things. I always get the question, what is yoga? Is it an exercise? Is it a religion? Well, yoga is not a religion. Yoga is a practice. It is a way of living. It is a way to calm your mind, to strengthen your body, and yes, it does have the benefits of weight loss. It has the benefits of healing because it connects the breath to the movement of the body. Now, this video series is for those of us who are plus size individuals who tend to think we can't do some things, we can't start the process. I would like for us to start the process together. Okay, so during this process, there's some tools that you're going to need. I'm set up right now in my living room so that you can see you do not have to have a lot of space. My living room is not large, my house is not large. And I'm going to show you behind me, there's my sofa, there's another sofa, but this is enough room for me to do yoga. And if you have a small space, you will find enough room to do yoga, especially since we're going to be doing the very basic poses. The poses are called asanas, and asana just means a position in relation to your breath. So each pose that you have, for instance, one is called the tree pose, it's called the tree asana, and you're going to breathe deeply in that pose. So the first few videos that you will see are videos demonstrating what you need and then different poses. You can take your time and focus on learning what the poses are before we put them all together for a workout. That's what we're going to do at the end of our session. Okay? So this is day one. I hope you join me back in a couple of days. You don't have to do them back to back. You can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever works for you. So let's talk about some things you're going to need. Comfortable clothing. I like to have pants that are tight but kind of loose all at the same time so that I can be able to move in them. Your blouse should not be incredibly tight, but you don't want it too loose because some of the poses it will come up and get in your face and impede your movement. For the beginning sessions, you will need a chair because you may not have the balance that other people have in order to stand without falling. So you use a chair for that. Another thing you're going to need is a mat. There's different mats out there, and over time you'll find which mat works for you. You know, Dasani, those mats. This is a Under Armour mat. It has to be a zip. Excuse me. It has to be a slip-resistant mat. That's the main purpose. Or you could have just a rug and a blanket. You don't even have to have a mat. If you have them, that's great. Another tool you'll see us use, a pillow. This will come in handy because in my yoga teachings, I like to teach people a little bit of yogalis, which is a combination of yoga and Pilates. And for some of the movements, you need this. For other movements, if you're doing regular yoga and you're lying on the back, sometimes this pillow can come in handy for supporting your back. Any pillow would do. You don't want a big bulky pillow, but any kind. It doesn't have to be a certain color. Next thing you need are yoga blocks. My blocks are worn, they're old, but they work just the same. Most of the time, you will only need one block, but there are a few occasions where you will need at least two blocks. Okay? Lastly, water, a towel, and trust your body. You need to understand that it's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to stop. If you cannot do something, don't try to force it. Do what you can. Eventually, you will be able to do more than what you think you can do. Now, of course, there's some things that I'm going to be able to do that someone else can't do, and there's things that other people can do that I can't do. The focus of yoga is not to compete with someone, it is to improve the self. It is to heal your body at your pace. And that's what we're trying to do. All right. So if you don't have any questions, you don't have any questions because this video is recorded, then we're going to go to the next phase. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, inbox me, and I will get back to you.